Hey, what's up, Ariel? How you doing? Is my sound mixed okay? Am I too loud? The game too loud? Either or? Ah, interesting. I have never played this game in my entire life. I obviously remember the series, but even that, I don't actually remember watching all the time. I just remember it existed, really. Ah, thanks, man. So this is a game where you can't go back, and if you fall in an area that you just were, you die. That's interesting. Oh, that's kind of funny. Neat little invincibility. I remember Tailspin more than Chip and Dale. But DuckTales were definitely the better, at least that I remember, were the better of the choice of all three. Okay. All right. So does anybody know why I'm supposed to collect any of the things I collect? It's not giving, like, what are these things? It's certainly not giving me any more lives or anything. And the jumping mechanic on this game is... This is the original NES version that I'm playing, just because I've never tried it before. And the controls... I don't know, they're not the tightest controls. They're not bad at all. I just, it almost feels more like a modern homebrew would feel. I do remember Gargoyles. I remember that being awesome. Start, no stats yet. Select. So those are the stats. Okay. Thank you, Luca. Much appreciated. I'd like to get at least one level finished on the NES version before. Alright, it's going to be one of those games. No good. I do like that the game is smart enough to not let you jump as high if you're carrying something. Oh, my own stupidity right there. Oh, that's pretty funny. Wow, I don't know why I'm just so terrible at this. Yeah, because then that drops down. Alright, well, you know what? Let's try the SNES version now. Console. Super NES. Shout out to Uber Yoji. How awesome is that, are these boot ROMs? Alright.
cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case.
You know, I just realized I have to skip that because I might get another copyright thing and have the stream shut down again like I had twice in the past. So my apologies, but that's very cool. That is very, very cool. All right, let's So is this like old school Paw Patrol or something? I really don't have any memories of this at all. Thanks, Steven. I will accept your tip if I ever make it to level 2. So there's stereo separation in the audio. Rumbleminze, if you're still in the chat, is that something you added, or is that just something that was part of Membler's code? So, if you didn't add it, that might be something that Membler's had in there, and it's something that I have. My opinion has kind of changed on it a little bit over the years, but I really like the stereo separation effect when it's not at 100%. I don't have a problem with it when it is, in most cases, but I like it at like a 50% mix, so you still get the feeling of that stereo depth, but if you have a scenario in which, like, every time you shoot, it only comes out of the left speaker, that's when it kind of starts to get annoying with the stereo separation. Oh, damn. Hey DJ, these conversions are to take advantage of the SNES's faster processor, more sprites allowed, and tricks like fast ROM, which were all technically possible back in the day, but just cheaper and easier to do now because we could do it all with software. So the whole point of an NES to SNES conversion like this is that you're keeping the same exact game, just without some of the drawbacks of the NES, like the sprite flicker or slowdown when there's too many enemies on screen. So basically, when I'm playing these conversions, for the most part, I'm expecting them to be the exact same, just no slowdown and less flicker. And, helping developers look for bugs. Nothing so far. These conversions have never not impressed me. I mean, every one of them, I'm always, even though I know what to expect, it's way different when you actually try it. The only thing that did kind of disappoint me is I thought a lot more people would be jumping on and helping after the fact. So these things are already converted. They're running on the SNES and fast ROM. So now where's the Zelda hackers to add a Link to the Past style menu to stuff like that. So it's certainly nothing, no complaints towards Infidelity, towards Rumbleminze, or I believe there's one other developer that had made a few. I love what they're doing. I just really thought the community would embrace it a little bit more. But that shouldn't take away from this awesome work. So, and my terrible skills at these shouldn't also. Oh, you little rat. Wow, I'm terrible at this. Hey, Belmont. Pick up the nuts to throw as well. Interesting. All right. This game was a classic because it's easy. Screw you, DJ Bunyan. I'm having trouble. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, you know, I guess one could argue that maybe these games are fine as is, but I don't. I think Infidelity proved that with the Metroid port. The map, all the different little tweaks, and while Zelda's still an amazing game, and I would never complain about it as is, I just think there's a lot of room for things like porting over the BS Zelda graphics and map and all that other stuff, and so that way you actually. That sucks. That way you actually have the controls of the NES version, but you start to have some of the enhancements of the others. I was trying to do the hold down to hide in thing to see which boxes, and apparently it's not trash cans. Yeah, and it's not the little ones. I'll keep looking. Pick up all the boxes. All right. Ha! Go pick up a mocha. Yeah, I gotta lay off of those. That's not where I want to have my calories, but I love them. It's like a chocolate milk and a coffee at the same time. Hey, Grail, so far so good. Sugar is like meth and heroin wrapped into one. Agreed. Agreed. The Mr. Cover art that you may have seen was either the Uber Yoji boot ROM, or it was the... I have all of the Ronnie Snice packs for just for the backgrounds, which I think are really great for streaming. And just nice to look at. Oh. Okay, I get it. Took me. I think that's what you meant when you said shoot up, huh? Oh, Grail, that's awesome. Yeah, hit me up on Discord if you're in any of the servers I'm in. Oh, yeah, I saw the music video. Yeah, you know, I didn't even know I could grow a beard, to be honest with you. And then I just got so sucked into recording the album and keeping up RetroRGB and doing my actual day job that I just like didn't leave the house for 2 weeks one time. And one of my friends was like, dude, you got to meet me for a beer right now. It's fucking weird that we haven't seen you at the bar at all. And I showed up and she was like, holy shit, you have a beard. I'm like, what? And I didn't even realize it. I just hadn't shaved. I figured I would just look like a homeless person, but it kind of grew in. So there we go. Oh, that's interesting. All right. The fallen down thing. Is that a flying ninja squirrel? That is very funny. I like the mechanic a lot that if that ball hits you, you're stunned. It doesn't take one of your lives away. I think that was a pretty good choice. What's a pirate's way to play retro games? I had no clue. And Ariel, no, somebody mentioned that before, but I just, I couldn't figure out how to do it. Yeah. Yeah, can't figure out how to do it. Did that bear just run by and jizz on me? What the fuck? When carrying a box, just press down. Oh, I gotta carry it first. That's what I was missing. Okay. Note to self, don't fall into the boiling pot of something. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Wait, so, like, I have a twin that I... That's fucking weird. Oh, they're disguised as me. Gotcha. Okay. And you can't even jump on those even though they're boxes. Alright, alright. Hmm. So, I thought I did that. I thought I hit it right in the lights. Hmm. Do I know how to get C-Sync out of a regular DVD player? I mean, you wouldn't. What would the purpose of that be? I mean, I guess if you're looking to get RGBS clean to run a DVD player through a setup that requires that, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good. That's definitely a PAL question. Oh. I don't think there's any chance of me beating this game, so I'm going to play until the continues run out. But this is still a pretty cool experience because I've never played the game before. Ooh, stupid mistake. Damn. Ah, this is going to be a tough one. Hey, Tonberry, no disrespect, but every time I do one of these streams, I explain it like a million times, so I just don't... if you want the full explanation, just go to RetroRGB.com right now, and the post about this is right on the top, and it'll explain in detail why these are important. Ah. Alright, let's try. Nintendo never released an adapter, I think, because there's no easy way to do it on the fly. And it could result in some bugs. Nintendo originally was considering putting the proper sound chips in, so you could essentially do it very close to this, and that way you could just have a cartridge adapter, but they wanted to save money on it, which, I don't know, I mean, the SNES obviously sold really well, so I don't think that hurt their sales, but I think there would have been a lot less pissed off kids if they could just buy a Super Nintendo and still play all their old games. Nope. I am never going to beat this level. Huh. What do those power-ups do? I've gotten those before, but they didn't seem to do anything. Pepper lets you pick up heavy objects faster. Oh, alright. Alright. No, I haven't seen the Chip 'n Dale movie either. I wonder if Chip 'n Dale, both the TV show and the game, came out when I was just past the age that would have been watching it. 42 now, so Oh, I didn't even see it there. What an ass. All right. So are these the last 3 levels in the game, or are there a ton more levels past this? Alright, do I have any continues left? One left. Oh, there's no way I'm beating the game, but this is still pretty fun. God damn it. There we go. Oh, thanks, Rumbleminze. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out when the stream's over. I just don't want to get another copyright violation for another live stream. Oh! Most of these deaths were my fault. That one felt cheesy. Yeah, Grail, that's exactly it. Maybe all that you would need is to play this on your RGB or on your SNES without RGB modding your NES. So if all the games you want to play are there, then there's no need for anything else. Smasher Josh, yeah, why don't you just check out the SCART cleaner? I think it was from last week or just RetroRGB.com/ScartCleaner.html. That might be exactly what you're looking for. All right, well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's check out... Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to the NES version real quick, just to do another comparison of that. So the sprites, I could tell the difference, but there doesn't seem to be too much slowdown, if anything, really, in this game so far. Certainly not one to affect the controls directly. Does anybody else notice any differences? I mean, even if there's no differences, it's still just like somebody was saying before. Now you don't have to RGB mod your NES. I think I've heard that name, but I can't remember the context. Here, let me drop a link in the chat. Hey, Q Bear, how's it going? How is the Polymega that expensive? I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to try to blow through this real quick, because I'd be willing to bet in some of the upcoming levels, we're going to start to see... like, I see a lot of sprite flicker there. I bet you we're going to start to see slowdown with all the enemies on the screen. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Ha! Hold on. Kind of important. There we go. NES version. There we go. I didn't want somebody joining late and thinking that the Rumbleminze's conversion had all that. Oh, that's right. Rumbleminze, what color palette did you use for the SNES version? I think I like yours better than this. But I mean, obviously, you know, whenever you're running on Mystery, you have to choose your own color palette anyway, so I could just pick the wrong one for this game. Yeah, alright, let's go to... I also can't ever remember playing this game, believe it or not. It should be identical. How did you get it that way? Because the NES color palette is generated in NTSC Composite, which is short for never the same color. Oh wow, that's a shitload of flicker right off the bat. Wow, we don't really even need to play any more of this. We could go right into SNES and see what the difference is. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, a lot of the times it doesn't matter as much, but with like Zelda, there was absolutely multiple different color palettes that looked wildly different. Wow, do you all see this already? So the goal is to dodge the ball, and can you catch it? I've never played the game before. I played Dodgeball before in real life, but if you catch it, then you're not out. Oh, I caught it. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so much less flicker. It is off the charts. How can you pass to a teammate? Oh, B. Alright. Oh, thank you, Shifty. Thank you, thank you. Ah. So is this all there is to this game? I've really never played it before. Am I missing something here, or is this like, are matches always this long? Am I just not doing it right? Let me pause and check the chat. You want to tap right twice to run, then throw the ball just before the line. Gotcha. Gotcha? Gotcha. Sorry. Does this make me miss New York? No, I didn't. I didn't even notice it. Double tap right, then throws you close to the line. All right. Well, that was neat. Oh, you can also jump? Let me try one more time just to... Oh, look at that. Alright, let's, So why don't we do Rygar next? I will remember to change him this time. Console... I can't remember if I've ever played the NES version, but we'll see. Ha! And the Japanese version were the bad guys. I love it. Oh, wow. Do you see that slowdown? And the flicker in the sun? This should be another easy test. Wow. Okay. Let me, switch back to SNES and try that one. The slowdown is not there. See if we get the sprite flicker. Nope. Wow, that is another really, really easy example about why these patches are important. Well, With all respect, I don't like the game. Your your port is very, very, very good. Way better than the original, and in fact, it was super easy to be able to tell the difference within the first part of the first level. That's just not my game. No offense, whatever, whatsoever meant. All right, Kid Icarus. You know what's funny is this is another game I never played. Or if I did, it was one of those like play it after I started RetroRGB because somebody said it would make for a good example of something, but it certainly wasn't one I had as a kid. Just nothing's in here. Huh. Alright. Oh, working theory is that it was originally going to be like the Zelda Here's Your Sword room and give you the bow. That's interesting. Alright, let's go through. So the NES launch title, you had to be rich to have it. That's funny. Yeah, the sound is way different. Interesting. Now, Rumbleminze, correct me if I'm wrong, but you did a randomizer for this as well, right? I've never played the game, so would you be able to just, maybe if you have time in the chat, to tell everybody what exactly is randomized, and obviously make it for people who's played the game, not just morons like me or fumbling through it for the first time. I guess I don't understand what any of those things did. All right, so Rumbleman says each level in Kid Icarus is broken up into several screens. The randomizer randomly places the sequence of the screens, the enemies, items, and doors. It also randomly generates the maxes for 1, 4, 2, 4, and 3 mazes for 1, 4, 2, 4, and 3, 4. Well, that makes a lot more sense. That's cool that it had a map start menu like this, though. I forgot about... Yeah. I'm finished. Well, I'll give this one more try, but this is pretty cool. This is interesting to see an NES launch title. It definitely feels very early NES, but... Rumbleminze, if there's anything else you want me to show off or anything you want me to try or try again, please let me know. So I don't know why I just like going in this empty room. It cracks me up. Has anybody converted NES Tetris to SNES? I wonder how pro Tetris players would feel about that. And would it do anything? What is truth? Beat this game? Well, I definitely am not going to. Q-Bear said it was just a bit too punishing for them. They can get past the first couple of levels and they always tap out. Yeah. Sure, I'll go back to Rygar. Oh, Fruit Bat Salad played all the way through this port. Rumbleminze did an awesome job. Yeah. Not surprising. This came out great. All right. So, press select to switch sprites. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Did I do that correctly? This does that jerky scrolling too, which once again is not the conversion. The original did it as well. But when you're scrolling like this, it just tick, 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 tick as you're scrolling by. I don't know why that always drives me crazy. Oh, it's the Rygar sprite from the arcade game. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a good point. This does show that you can update pixel art. You know, I was just thinking, we were talking before about people taking it to the next level, and what about, you know, adding stuff like maps to the original Zelda. The original Zelda is a game that I think anybody that's my age and had an NES probably loves. And being able to play it on the SNES without sprite flicker and slowdown is awesome. But so many of us, myself included, absolutely hated the second Zelda. So I wonder if that's the one that should be started with a full, just a complete and total from the ground up rebuild by starting to do an NES to SNES port and then adding the BS Zelda graphics and add a map and make it just less annoying. My buddy Clint is always trying to get me to play it. He likes it. He likes the one with all the quality of life fixes in it. I tried so many times in my life and I could never get into it. Especially as a kid, I just remember thinking like, what the hell is this? This isn't Zelda. Yeah, you know what? I just don't like the game, but I want to play Super Dodgeball a little bit more now that I've gotten a chance to try all the rest and we're able to show off Rumbleminze's work. No, I'm good. Ooh. Nope, that was very stupid. Ha! Oh, I forgot to turn first. I gotta make sure I watch to see that my character's actually turned. I'm not just holding right. Run for a bit longer before throwing. Much appreciated. How come this level is harder to catch the ball? I don't know if that was allowed, but that was pretty funny. Whoa, that was pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. I'm going to play this for a couple more minutes, and then I'll probably take off. So any questions for the developer that did this? Rumbleminze is in the chat. Any questions for me? I'm not sure what I could assist with other than learning how to play Super Dodgeball and enjoying the heck out of it. Oh, ran right into it. Trying to hit the player on the side. Why not? Ah! He hit me right in the ass. Oh, that's awesome. Rumbleminze just said shout outs to the developer Infidelity who helped them get started in this and answered a lot of the questions. Yeah, I'm always loving when developers work together. You know, there's and it's actually more common than the opposite, but it's human nature, right? If you hear a nice story about somebody doing something cool, it doesn't sit with you as much as like, did you hear what that piece of shit did? So it's the you know, it seems to be the bad news that always gets talked about when in actuality there's far more good news. I keep like treating this like it's NBA Jam and I could steal the ball. I have no idea if that's happening or not. This is definitely long before NBA Jam. The switching between players, the blocking, this is pretty interesting. Very cool game, but and if I had played this as a kid, I probably would have absolutely loved it. You know, I just want to, one more time then, just because we're doing this, let me just end with what this looked like. Just in case anybody is joining right now, I'm going to end this stream with a shocker, you know, for anybody that hasn't been on this entire time. You look at this. Oh, the slowdown, the sprite flicker. Holy crap. And I'm playing on a CRT, by the way. I'm playing via S-Video on just a consumer-grade Sony CRT. Yeah, this is unplayable. Well, this was a very fun and awesome stream. I got to play a couple of games that I've never played before in my life. I now have the perfect example to use when people want to understand why NES to SNES conversions are so important. I'm just going to play them Super Dodgeball because, holy crap, the original is... I don't think I could actually play this, so... Well, Rumbleminze, thank you so much for your work. Really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, and I hope everybody checks out the post and downloads the stuff for themselves. And this was just a short but fun stream, kind of checking out what these games are like. And yeah, this is absolutely what I'm going to be using as an example from now on. So thank you all very much. This was very, very fun to hang out. And yeah,